Now, is this a crazy thing to say? This is wild. This is an absolutely wild thing to say, especially when Florida State had the year they had last year, especially when Tommy Castellanos got benched last year at Boston College. Yes, Saban's not there. It doesn't matter. It's still Bama. It's still a top 10 defense.
Y'all get to go put hands on this man. Y'all get to baptize this man. You get to tell him what it's like to be baptized in the tide, in the blood. If you know what I mean here, we're going to help this man go see Jesus about himself and about some of the things that he has made. We're going to ask him, hey, are you happy with the choices that you decided to make, particularly on June 23rd?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, holler at your boy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. That's right, Stephen. Baptize them in the blood. Baptize them in the tide. That's right. Good morning. Roll Tide. Everybody. Can y'all hear me? Because I just had a little accident here. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Glad to be here. And everything, please forgive me for a couple of minute lateness. Oh yeah, that intro. I told y'all, I hope somebody else has something dumb to say, and we gonna put something together for them. All right, good morning, everybody. Roll Tide. Look here, everybody. All right, y'all already know. Well, let me start this off by saying 9 more days. We rolling. We coming with the funk. We ain't gonna fake it. We coming with the real deal. Good morning, Jason Jackson. Good morning, Eric D. Roll Tide. Good morning, Anitra. Good morning, Latoya. Latoya, guess what? Guess what, Latoya? Guess what, Latoya? Guess what, Latoya? Your package is on the way. Good morning, Latoya. Roll Tide. 9 days. 9 days. That's right, Latoya. 1 hour. Won the game the other night, and it was put in the mail yesterday. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm a man of my word, and I do what I say I'm going to do. And I'm not one of these guys just to get y'all hyped up, just to let you down. No. Credibility goes a lot, not just in this business, but credibility goes a lot in life. And so I'm credible. And so when I have my next giveaway, we're gonna go right back at it again. That's right. Piano Man is, like I said, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. That's right. And so we're just doing some things, might be small, but we're doing some things in a big way. So Latoya, Eric D, good morning to you. Latoya, your package is on the way. Jeff, good morning to you, my brother. Roll Tide. We down in the single digits. Stephen Hicks, 9 days. 9 days. Somebody gonna get baptized in the blood. They gonna get baptized in the tide. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody. And we know who that somebody is. Latoya, you know what the business is. You know what the business is. You already know what the business is. That's right. Anitra, don't you start up. Don't you start. Kimberly, hey, sissy, what's up with you Thursday through Sunday? We know Kimberly is going to be on like folks, ain't it? I hear you, Kimberly. I hear you. Stephen Hicks, we down to single digits now, player. Is on like folks now. I know Florida State feeling that because they still talking all that chatter. Basically one person. I'm not even going to say it's all Florida State, but we just going to take it out on all of them as if they all talking. But I'm glad our players are not responding to the foolishness. Let the play be done on, let your talk be done on that playing field. Y'all forgive me, but I'm cleaning my glasses, and I cleaned them last night, and they and everything, and they still got the smudge unless I something wrong with my eyes, and I'm seeing smudges, and my glasses clean, but my eyeballs might be smudgy. All right, let's see who else up in here. It's 26 of y'all. Let me get to work here. What the business here? I see Anitra, Latoya, Double A. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Roll Tide. Good morning. Yeah. 26 of y'all up in here this morning. Let me see. I'm just scrolling up. I'm going to scroll back down just a minute because I don't want to miss anybody. All right, now let me get on down to the new comments here. Let me say, Big Dog Gotta Eat. My friend from Arizona, my brother, what's up with you? Representing them Tennessee Volunteers. What's up? Yeah. Nick Saban Jr., what it do? What the business is, player? Man, tell me something good, Nick Saban Jr. You know what the business is. Roll Tide, rise up, my brother from another mother. What's up there, player? Good morning, Roll Tide to you, man. Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Nick, I want to tell you thank you on behalf. I know KB has done it. Hey, KB, if you're listening, awesome show last night. Brinsky, all everybody came through last night. Man, it was fired up in the chat. Man, it was good just to have KB back on the grind where he belongs in his rightful place. And you know what? KB sort of gave me an idea. Let me see here. Let me see where we at. No, that's not how we're gonna do that. Hold it. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna go this route. Yeah, KB sort of gave me an idea. I told y'all I learned from my brothers and my sisters in this industry. I learned from them. I watched them. And when you see somebody doing something and everything, you know, you do it, and that'll make two of y'all doing it, right? And ain't no sense in that. Ain't no sense in you being jealous and being this, that, and the third. So I've got over 1,000 folks over there on TikTok and everything. So let's see. We're going live here. Come on now. Get on over there. Yeah. Hey, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, TikTok family. Yeah. What's up, Dwight? My producer's here. Yes, sir. We're going to get on it in just a second. 3, 2, 1. Hey, good morning to my TikTok family. Welcome to the long run, the morning run with Piano Man. Hey, you're here simultaneously. And in the words of my former pastor, Pastor Kenneth Maurice Davis, and he says simultaneously and at the same time. You know, we're going to have a good time. All right. We'll notify viewers that you're live. Good. I'm here and everything. So we got some things on the horizon. And thankful to my producer, Dwight. Man, but Dwight is fire. He's the business, everything, man. He's Mr. Everything. And I don't take my brother for granted. Thank you, Dwight, for everything you do, the 401k crew. I heard somebody's on vacation, but I ain't gonna call the governor's name and everything. So I'm telling you, yeah, I think that's how that go. So yeah, I got some guests on. I guess I'm doing that right over there on TikTok. Glad to see you all. Tell somebody else Piano Man is here. He's on. I saw KB do this last night. Let's get it. I got over 1,000 followers over there on TikTok. So let's wake them up. Wake up. Get up. Let's go. It's time to rise and shine. Give God the glory. And after you tell him thank you, then say Roll Tide. That's what's going to happen. But y'all, before I go further, I'm going to ask you to do something for Piano Man. I want you to do something this morning, Piano Man. And I just something that's on my heart. And that's part of the reason why I'm sort of late this morning, okay? Because I had a thought. I had a thought. It's almost smashing time. Eric D, you got that right. Now, what we smashing? Seminoles. That's what we smashing. It doesn't matter what we smashing. We Seminoles you first. That's what it is. But I need everybody for just a few minutes. Take off your Crimson Tide glasses for just a few minutes. Okay? Just take them off for just a few minutes. And I want you to hear from Piano Man. I need you to hear his heart. I need you to hear his reasoning. All right. I hear a lot of our fans say that Ty Simpson gives them Mac Jones vibes. Okay. Ty Simpson, this team gives me a 2020 feel. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna address that in a minute, Eric D. But just hold up for a minute. I need y'all to hit piano, man, here for just a second. I want you all to know that not one time have you ever heard me say that this team gives me 2020 vibes, and that that Ty Simpson gives me Mac Jones vibes, or he's Mac Jones 2.0, this, that, and third. I want to show y'all something. Remember, our last natty was in 2020, right? All right. I want you to think about this for just a second. All right, here we go. And I can understand why it does. Here's the 2020 stats, depth chart, this, that, and the third. Watch this. Mac Jones threw for over 4,500 yards. He threw 4 interceptions, and he was sacked 13 times. Remember that now. He was sacked 13 times. And mind you, he played an all SEC schedule, right? That's what he did. He played against an all SEC schedule. Now, we forget that that's very important, that we played an all SEC schedule. We know what that means, this, that, and the third. But here's where some differences come in. Most of the SEC at that time, Bama was going to beat them anyway. Bama was going to beat them. I'm just telling you, Bama was going to beat them. Everybody that we played, we were going to beat them. Bottom line. Najee Harris ran for over 1,466 yards. Devontae Smith receiving was 1,856 yards. He was a few yards away from 2,000 yards receiving. Dylan Moses, 80 tackles. Interceptions, Malachi Moore, 3. But let me go back to this running back room for just a second. You had Najee Harris at 1,466 yards. B-Rob was next with 483. Jace McKellen was next with 245. Trey Sanders was next with 134. Roydell Williams was next with 71. But your workhorse was Najee. Then, receiving. Let me go back to there. I'm going somewhere with this. All right. Might not agree, but this is just how Piano Man sees some things. Receiving, you had after Devontae, you had receiving. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Let me turn it over. You had Devontae Smith with 1,856 yards. You had Mechie with 916. You had Jalen Waddle with 591. And remember, Jalen Waddle got hurt. Okay? Then you had Najee Harris at 425, so forth and so on. John Mechie, Devontae Smith, right? Let me read you the depth chart of this year's Alabama Crimson Tide team. Quarterback, Ty Simpson. Number 2 for all practical points and purposes, Austin Mack. And then you got Keelan Russell. Running back. Now watch this. Jam Miller. But we know Jam's hurt right now. What's up, KB? Good morning. Jam Miller's hurt. We got Richard Young, Dre Washington, Daniel Hill, A.K. Deere, Kevin Riley. Go back and compare that with 2020. And this team gives you 2020 vibes. This team ought to give you, just the running back room alone, ought to give you some vibe that you've never felt. Watch this. Let's go to the wide receiver room. Remember now, Devontae Smith, John Mechie, Jalen Waddle. Let me go back. John Mechie, Jalen Waddle. And then your next top receiver was, guess who? Najee Harris, Dingelia Billingsley, Slade Bolden, Miller Forrestall, B-Rock. See, watch this. Depth chart. On the X, you've got Isaiah Horton, Jalen Hale. On the Z, Jern, Mbakwe, Rico Scott. Then you got Ryan, Cole Adams, Latsier Brooks, Bubba Hampton, Derrick Meadows. And this team gives you 2020 vibes. This team ought to give you some vibes that ought to be way up there. What is Piano Man saying? This team is more loaded than your 2020 team was. Give this team some credit for being loaded. And the fun part about it is, mind you, the 2020 team, that was before all this NIL. You always have a transfer portal. Yeah, you've always had it. You even had NIL back then. You had it, but not like you have it now. This team, nobody hit the transfer portal. Everybody stayed. Everybody. I hope you're catching on. Take those Crimson Tide glasses off for a minute and let's see the real deal. This team is loaded. Now, will this team win it all? That's left up to the team. On paper, we win. Shucks, we could even win. Everybody hollering, we want Bama. On paper, this team is loaded against everybody. But how will it translate to the field? That's where you have to be realistic. 2020, them cats had heart. Will this team have the heart? I'm not questioning the team. I'm not questioning the depthness. I'm not questioning the giftedness and the talent. But I will say, will this team have heart? And that's what's going to separate the 2020 team and this team. It's the heart. See what I'm saying? So now you can put your glasses back on, but don't limit this 2025 team to a 2020 version. I'm telling you this. Mac Jones wished that he had a Jern, a Isaiah, and a Ryan to throw to at the same time on the field at the same time. He didn't have that. See what I'm saying? Don't limit this team. Don't limit this team. This team is much deeper, almost in every position. But I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. I'm going back, and I'm not going to take it back. The O-line and the D-line is going to settle the whole issue of where we are. This is coming from a former player. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. We'll know how far we go. Watch us next Saturday. I'm watching us. Now, there will be mistakes. There will be mistakes on both sides of the ball. First game jitters, trying to get things solidified. But you're going to see next week how far we've come from one year to the next. And will those guys not transferring, how much it will pay off? I'm not limited. I don't have 2020 vibes about this team. I don't. I don't have any 2020 vibes about this team. Y'all know, now this is going to be my safe way into something else. Y'all heard what TC said yesterday. Florida State defense way better than the Bama defense. Good morning, Nicole. Roll Tide. And just flapping that gum, popping that mouth, chopping it up, this, that, and the third. And the Bama players haven't said a word. Notice that. Yeah. Thank you, Eric D. See, I'm saying that I believe that this team is going to show us some stuff that the 2020 team didn't show us because they didn't have it. If this team plays to the capability of its depthness, that's all Piano Man gonna say. So don't limit this team. Okay, you're free to say whatever you want to say, but you will never hear Piano Man say, this team gives me 2020 vibes. It don't. This team don't give me 2012 vibes. It don't give me 09 vibes. It don't give me any vibes at all. It gives me vibes that this team is gonna be something different. Something different. And it's gonna create its own path. Its own path. Not a path of I believe we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But I'm saying to y'all, quit limiting your teams. Quit limiting that. Okay, if they give you 2020 vibes, cool, fine, all right. But they don't say, but Piano Man will never say that they give me 2020 vibes. They give me vibes that has never, ever been seen. And I think they're going to build it week by week. So guess what? Florida State, you first. That's why Piano Man says that. You're first. You're first. There's something totally new. Totally new. Totally new. What's up, Luke Kane? Totally new. All right, now let's hop to it. Now you can put your glasses back on, but I just wanted you to look at some stuff, and I wanted you to think about, look at the team, man. Look at the team. Really, you think they're better? I just think they're deeper. Deeper doesn't necessarily mean better, but you can't compare the two big dogs. Let me ask you something. The Tennessee team. Let's look at the Tennessee team. Let me just take Tennessee, for instance. The Tennessee team with, you put them back on Ephraim. Someone probably never took them off because some folks just, you know. But let's compare teams right quick, and we're going to get to this first clip. Let me ask you something. Big Dog. Yeah, Big Dog. Which team was better? A Peyton Manning-led team or all right, I'm going to stir the pot. A Peyton Manning-led team or the T. Martin team? Let's take it back a ways. Let's take it back a ways. Which team was better? The Peyton Manning-led team or the T. Martin team? Just thought. The point that I'm making is, don't limit the team. It gives me 2020 vibes. Yeah, okay. That was before you were born. 2. Because of the depth. I'm not saying that they're better yet, Kerry D, because we hadn't won anything yet. See, Peyton was great, but T. Martin got that chip. That's all I'm saying. That was something Peyton never could do. For those of us that go back in the gap, Peyton had some kryptonite to him, man. But T. Martin and them, they went on and did that doggone thing. We hadn't won anything. All I'm saying is, don't just limit it to 2020. Because I'm going to tell you something. Let me put it to you this way. Help me out, Steven. Help me out. This team got the ability right here, right now, that hangs 6 spots on everybody. Now, will they do it? That's a horse of a different color. They should come out, in my own humble opinion, they should whip Florida State worse than what Georgia did. Just saying now, Piano Man gonna leave it like that. I don't get no 2020 vibes. I just get a different 2025 vibe about the team. It's up to the team to put it all together. So with that being said, let's see what Kane Womack talking about.
I think there's times, right? There's a time and a place to get your best cover people on the field. And so, I don't know from a practice standpoint what you saw, whether we were just kind of working a guy or not, but we try to, get certain coverage aspects and all those things. Those are the things that we're going to try to explore as best we can. I don't know how soon we'll get to them in the season, you know what I mean? But certainly that's something that we want to be mindful of if we're ready to do that.
Has Jeremiah Beamon's trajectory continued to go up kind of the way it did in the spring and the end of the regular season?
Beeman has done, you talk about the where Beeman was from where he was as a freshman at the beginning of last year to the role that he played in the bowl game. I thought he took huge strides in the spring, and he's done a great job in fall camp. Consistent, doing his job at a high level. The challenge of those interior D linemen, right, is always creating production, wrecking havoc in the backfield, and I think he's taken steps in the right direction to do that. I think you had a question.
When you have Cam in that room too, just what's the challenge trying to find a role for him? And so Cam Calhoun in that corner room.
Yeah. So Cam's done a really nice job. He's been doing both, things for us, both at the nickel position and the corner position. Did a nice job of working those things and handling those things. And then obviously we just you go back and you look, okay, what's the best option to get the best, too deep across the board? How do we get the best players on the field? And Cam's certainly going to be a part of that equation, probably in multiple areas. So really, really proud of him and the work that he's done in a year's time to be able to contribute.
Can you give us a status update on James Smith's health, where he's kind of trending?
Yeah, James is doing a really nice job. Was dinged up there for a couple of days and has come back nicely. Has kind of hit all of the markers he needed to hit. We got him, back out on the field the other day, and he looked fresh legs, and is he's such a havoc style player, right? He can create and generate a lot of havoc in the backfield, which is something I'm excited about, and how we're going to utilize him in that role.
They lost it out there. Obviously, it should get back after that Oklahoma game last year. Just how much close to form does he look as he has past years?
I think that's a great assessment because, to me, he looks a little bit more like the 2023 Deontay Lawson from a weight standpoint. He got, I don't know if he got too heavy last season necessarily. He carried a lot of bulk on and moved really well. But obviously from an injury standpoint, he had to come back from that, and his body is just in a position to where he's moving really fast. He looks good. He's playing with great anticipation. His level of leadership is taken to another level. He's playing his best football right now, which is pretty impressive to say. 9 months coming off of a leg injury, so really impressed with him, proud of him.
What can Keon Keeley be for these 2 months?
Keon is obviously just a frame, right, that is athletic and can move around. He's got to become more and more consistent in the things that he's doing. He's taken some strides, but there's a little bit of been back and forth on some of those things as well in fall camp, and so as we push these guys, he's got to show a little bit more consistency to continue to move up the depth chart. But the skill level is there. The want to is there. It's just going to be about continuing to kind of take that next step.
What does it take for a freshman to earn your trust to start week 1 or even see significant play?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't happen very often, and I come from a background of, my dad coached Pat Surtain Sr., and Pat was one of the only freshmen back in the day. This was the mid-'90s, right, that he started as a true freshman. That didn't happen, 25 years ago. You didn't have that. Guys played, they redshirted. That was pretty much a non-negotiable. Then they played on special teams their redshirt freshman year, and by their redshirt sophomore year, they were ready to contribute. And so the standard and expectation hasn't changed, just the level of play for a freshman to get on the field has. And when you get guys like Zabian Brown or Dijon Lee, it's impressive to me the level of discipline and commitment through their upbringing, to whenever they started playing sports. My guess is probably 5-6 years old, to the level of urgency and detail that those guys carry. What's so impressive to me with those guys is, like, when they make a mistake, they can fix it. And I've said this to you guys all the time before, right? But they sustain the correction, meaning that they can hold that same correction throughout a long period of time and not get hit on it in practice, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13. And so that, to me, guys that are consistent, guys that can make plays, they're the ones that are going to play. And if they happen to be a freshman, that's awesome.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. That's all I'm saying. And I heard him. I was listening to him, and everything. Reading your chat at the same time. Now, for those of you that's on TikTok, what we're talking about is if you can hear it, played the interview, post-practice interview with defensive coordinator Kane Womack, and he was talking about the different aspects of the game, of the team. And one of the things that he talked about with Keon Keeley is consistency. Keon Keeley is a good player, but he's got to be consistent. He has to be consistent. And that's a key word, everybody. And that's why I put it in the chat here. Consistency. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. And I'm not being critical of the team. I'm just calling out an area that I'm seeing that's lacking all the way around on both sides of the ball. Consistency. We've got to be consistent in everything we do. We must show consistency. You know what? I believe I'm gonna try. I don't think the algorithms or however gonna let me do it and everything. But I wish that's the crowd over at TikTok will come over here, join us here on YouTube and just become just like you're doing there on TikTok. Just come on over here and chat with us and everything. But here in just a little bit, I'm going to be doing just a straight up live on TikTok for those that, won't come over here and all that kind of stuff, just being pulled in all many different directions. I like it though, but I'm going to try it. Though. I believe, trust me, Piano Man's going to try it. Now, for those of you that would like to call in and everything, you do not have to be on camera. You don't. You can just, I'm putting the link in the chat, and you can call in that way over your device, and you don't have to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera. Icebox did it last week. I would love to hear from you, okay, and everything. But I got one more clip I want to show you. This was from Hey Coach last night. I want you to check this out.
Asking for comparisons. I'm not asking better, worse, either way. I'm just asking from your aspect and what you're asked to do. Is it dramatically different now from what was asked of you under Coach Saban?
Yeah, there's always differences, personalities, and those kinds of things. And I think there's things that fall on your desk that, maybe didn't before. Yeah, there's things that come up, but there's been a lot of positives to it, and there's things that I'm naturally that are in my wheelhouse and I enjoy doing, and I enjoy being a part of. So yeah, there's some things that have changed, but it's been for the positive for sure.
Fantastic. Let's tell you what, let's do this first. Let's pause 10 seconds. So our local station director of sports performance for Alabama football. Coach, really from the time 2024 ended, what's been your message to the guys that were returning?
Yeah, that's a great question, because it's been an intense off season. There's been a lot to it. And, some things we'll keep inside the building, but there was an immediate team meeting right after we got home, and we started, I think it ended up being January 14th or 13th, somewhere around there, and we had a team meeting, and obviously Coach was able speak what he wanted to speak, and I was able to get in front of the team, and we had a very emphatic and direct message to our guys that what just happened wasn't good enough. There were some things that were addressed, and there was some accountability, and there was almost a, don't want to say a line drawn in the sand, but there was, we got put in a situation that was no one's fault in the transition from the year before. There were the rules in college football where you had to guard the door and hopefully guys weren't going to bounce out. The way we were put in a position of, you had to almost be in a position of, this is why you need to stay here and be in that mode. And honestly, that mode kind of lasted for a while. And it's the nature of college football nowadays. Sure. But we finished that season. That was over. And we're done with that. And it was very, to be very honest, it was this is how we're going to do things. You don't want to be here to leave. Right. And it was said in that way, in that tone, and it was carried out on a day-to-day basis and has been up until we sit here right now. We were fortunate enough. The guys have done a great job. They've put their best foot forward and really tried to compete and hold each other accountable. We didn't have anybody going to portal in the spring. We added some, new guys in the summer, and it's been the same chemistry since then. But it's been tough. We've tried to challenge them. We've tried to put them in uncomfortable situations. We've tried to give them conflict, and we tried our best to put pressure on them on a day-to-day basis, because that's what this place is, and that's what they're going to see here when we get started here very soon. So you try to get them prepared for that, and you just try to make sure that in the end that they've been battle-tested the best you can, and that's the best way for me to describe what we went through. And it was hard. It was really hard, and there was a lot of lively conversations that happened and a lot of confrontations that happened, but in those, there a lot of positivity came out of it. I think a lot of growth came out of it. I think the ways those conversations were taken on by the players was a positive, and I think accountability is what the one word when you were talking, as we entered the offseason. I think accountability was the number one emphasis, and I think still is today, and it's going to be important as it is the rest of the season. And overriding, keeping some of the things we talked about in-house, but overriding was, I don't want to hear you, I want to see it. And it's not what you say, it's what you do. And we still, literally, before practice today, we're saying the same thing. And that's what it's going to be. Your actions are going to be what helps us get it where we need to be. It's not going to be what you say and where you can jump up and down and holler and all that. That ain't it. On social media, none of that's it. It's what you actually do, get on the field and do, and what you do on a daily basis at practice. That's what's going to tell me. So that's kind of been the message.
Coach David Ballou, our guest here on Hey Coach Performance for Bama Football, kind enough to spend some time with us again, talking about work that the guys put in over the spring. What'd you see spring and summer that's got them prepared for fall camp, and what lies ahead, Coach?
Yeah, this is, it sounds cliche, but it was a ton of hard work. I don't know that people understand that, Monday through Friday, throughout the whole off season, spring and the summer, these guys are working, and it's every day. And then, as I said earlier, you're trying to put them in conflict. You try to put them in tough situations to build up tissue resilience and almost callous the body to get ready for the season, because that's what you're doing, especially in the summer. You're trying to callous the body to get ready for training camp, and then training camp, from a football specific perspective, gets them ready to handle the first part of the season. Then as you go through the first part of the season and you're playing those games and you're practicing, that gets you ready to handle the middle point and then the end. Then the whole time, obviously, we're lifting and we're training still during an in-season model, which is important to what we do, because you always want to be peaking when it matters in November and December when the championship games start. And that's really always been our goal here. And that's why we're meticulous about tracking data, using sports science and analytics to dive into that stuff, and we track it. And that's the goal, to make sure you're peaking when it matters. But all of it builds up onto itself, and it's all about tissue resilience, callus in the body, and being able to, take on the, football's a contact sport. It is what it is, and it's a tough sport. So you're trying to get the body ready to be able to absorb that and to be able to absorb it daily, day after day after day, and not be, a shock to the body where it becomes a problem.
Talk to me about how closely you and Jeff Allen work in those two sides. A lot of people not understanding think it's the same thing, and this is what you do. Truly is a science, Coach, and no knock on what's been done historically with strength and conditioning, but there's far more to it than just weightlifting.
There's no question. There's a ton to it, and there's a lot of, like, we're very fortunate here, and our administration's, supported us and kind of reached out, and we've got a lot of technology, a lot of, all you got to do is look at our weight room, and everybody in the country is kind of envious of the things that we have in there and the technology that we have, because it just allows you to dive into the players and individualized training, because every player has weaknesses, flaws, limitations, issues physically that need to be addressed in training. All of them have them. Every single, the best of the best have had them. Najee Harris had them, Devontae Smith had them, Jalen Waddle had them. They all have them. So it's our job to go find out what they are and ultimately go to help fix them and try to get in front of them, because there are indicators through data that bad things are coming. And this is football. You are not going to prevent every injury. Anybody that tells you they can prevent every injury in football is lying to your face. They can't. Okay, but what you can do is minimize it, and you can minimize the severity, and you can try to, minimize the frequency of it. And that's what we try to do. That's the fight every day. And as you said, Jeff Allen is a huge part of that. And our staffs work side by side. Every second of the day, there's a communication going on between our staffs, and it's really, in our world, it's called a high performance model, where you got strength and conditioning, the sports medicine, and the nutrition all working together. And if those three heads don't work together, you're not going to be able to give the player the best product to maximize whatever they have from the genetic potential perspective. Because if you have a hole in any one of those three departments, it's going to affect the player, and ultimately it will affect health and it will affect performance. So we're lucky at this place. We're looked at as one of the models in the way we operate. But it's having no ego, being open-minded, continuously wanting to learn, and leaning on the really good personnel that we have in the building, which we do. We have a very good our strength staff is as good as anybody you're going to find in football, not college football, in football. There's a reason everybody comes to try to hire our guys every year. And I know Jeff feels the same way. So we're fortunate to be able to lean on those guys. And
don't limit
there's 120 players. You got to have a lot of people. It's not as easy as one guy oversee everything. There's so many moving parts to it, but you got to be organized. You got to be a good communicator, and you got to be able to relate to the players and make them understand the why. That's the important part. They want to know the why, and that's where data helps you. And they like that. Our players love it. They believe in it. That's why they've really bought into what we do in that room. And it's a big part of what we do. The relationship with Jeff it's a big,
Can I get a roll tide?
Surprised at how many
9 more days, baby.
Places of football in general, but that's not always the case. Right. And it's a huge problem for the program if it's not.
I understand.
All right. Here we go. No, Stephen. I'm talking to the TikTok crowd. Since you want to know, piano man talking to himself. But it's okay to talk to yourself every now and then. Just don't answer yourself. But I answer myself. I say self say, You know how that go. What's up, Bama in 2025? Roll Tide. You doggone right. We down to single digits. I was telling the TikTok crowd that. I was telling them that we're down to single digits. 9 days and we rolling, Carla Henry. Good morning, Carla. Roll Tide. Stephen Hicks. We're down to single digits, 9 days, and we are rolling. We're rolling, folks. We're rolling. We're rolling. I mean, I can't put it no other way. We're rolling. And as a matter of fact, we have a game or two this week. And I've been trying to get to it, but a couple of games, maybe I'll do it tomorrow and everything. But I wanted just to address some stuff. You heard what Coach Ballou was saying, Don't talk about it. Be about it. That's what's happening that's what's happening at Tuscaloosa right now. We're getting ready to see, and that's why I was saying I'm not limiting this team. This team gives me no vibes of the past. One thing he did say, I love it. Ephraim, when he made the statement. If you in the meeting when they said, if you don't want to be here, get gone. Get gone. If you don't want to do what it takes to go to the next level, get gone. Get gone. This is going to be all about action. Quiet on the set. Lights, cameras, action. More focus on the action than the lights and the cameras. Not not a lot of hoopla, not a lot of fanfare, not a lot of whatever. Not a lot of glamour, not a lot of this, that, and the third. No interviews in New York, no interviews in California, none of that. Hard work, getting in there, team meetings, intense team meetings, Ephraim. Intense team meetings, Bama in 2025. Intense team meetings over on TikTok. Intense team meetings. Getting down to business. I'm just saying. Hey, good morning, Ebony. That's Noah Carter's mom, y'all. Yes, sir. Noah gonna do that doggone thing in one way or another. I believe it. You know, you see what I'm saying? It's getting ready to be on. That's the vibe. That's what I'm saying. It's a different vibe. That's why I'm not comparing them to anybody else. Exactly, I believe there will be no excuses this year. I believe in, okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one last time and everything. Good morning, Ebony. One more again, roll tide to your sister and everything. But let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you this, and this is for all y'all, and if you want to hop off the train right here, you can. I don't want to hear nothing else about last year. That's over. It's done with. Yes, we went 9-4. Sure did. This, that, and the third. Have you noticed the only people bringing up Nick Saban are our opponents? Nobody else over here, with the exception of some other folk, it keep bringing up Coach Saban. Coach Saban works for ESPN, if you didn't know. Coach Saban got his own thing going. The last I saw, Jalen Milroe was playing for the Seattle Seahawks. So those two names, along with Devontae Smith, along with Jalen Waddle, along with Malachi Moore, along with Dallas Turner, along with Will Anderson Jr. and Bryce Young. These guys don't play for us anymore. Let it go. Lane Kiffin don't coach here anymore. Let it go. What's up, Tim? If they ain't wearing crimson, you know the rest of the story. Let it go. Focus on this year's team, not last year's team, this year's team. That part. I don't want to hear it. John Mechie's gone. J-Mo's gone. Landon Dickinson's gone. Let it go. Let it go. Doggone it. If you in a relationship with somebody, you don't want to hear it. Listen, if you're in a relationship with somebody, I've said this a million times. If you're in a relationship with somebody, who wants to hear about your ex? I don't. I wouldn't. I would tell you kindly, go back to him. I'm out. Hit that one more time, Dwight. The next time I hear Nick Saban, the next time I hear Jalen Milroe, the next time I hear even Bear Bryant, the next time I hear it, hit that one more time, please. This is what you're going to get from Piano Man right here. Okay? That's what you're going to get from me. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. A talking, a blah, 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 blah. I have another friend who, when she told me when her mom gets to talking crazy, her mom, she get to going, la, 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 la. That's what I'm going to do when I start hearing about Nick Saban and Jalen Milroe or anybody from the past. Let it go. Let it go. La 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 la. I don't want to hear it. 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 And don't let me start saying stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger, because that's what you're going to get. because you're talking silly. I don't get no vibes about this team from the past. I've got 2025 vibes. Now, where that takes me, I don't know. But I've got faith in this team. Now, in either chat, whether it's TikTok or over here on YouTube or wherever it is you listening from, if you agree with Piano Man, can I either get a Roll Tide, amen, Piano Man, say on, something? Let me know that you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, then that's all fine and dandy. Keep living in the past. I'm living, thank you, Stephen Hicks, stranger danger. You keep bringing up something about, you know what? I'm just going to put it to you like this. The next time I hear about Nick Saban, the next time I hear about Bear Bryant, and I'm a Bear Bryant fanatic. I'm from back in the gap. The next time I hear anybody from the past, I'm just going to start hollering, stranger danger, because you're not a Tide fan. You're an era fan. You're the fan of an era. You're not the fan of a team. Yeah, I went on and just said it. Okay, Double A, somebody come calm me down now. I'm just saying, because I've grown weary of it. I'm sick of talking about the X. I'm sick of listening to it. Either I'm with the team, either you're with the team or get on out. Go cheer for somebody else. Carry that negativity elsewhere. You know, we gonna see the difference on the field this year. You heard what Coach Ballou said. We were put in a situation that was actually nobody's fault. But I'm gonna tell you what. This year, I can tell. You don't even hear from Coach DeBoer that much. But I guarantee you, but he's the spoke. And he gonna get the last doggone laugh. I'm just saying. And those of us who are true Alabama Crimson Tide fans, and we gonna laugh right along with them. I believe in the team. Win, lose, or draw. That's it. I believe in the team. I believe in this Alabama Crimson Tide team. And you know what? I ain't worried about, I'm not worried about ULM. I'm not worried about Wisconsin. I'm not worried about Georgia. I'm not worried about Vanderbilt. I'm not worried about Missouri. I'm not worried about Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, LSU, nobody else. I'm concerned with who next Saturday, August the 30th, 9 more days TikTok, 9 more days YouTube, and we gonna get down. That's all I worry about. And who we playing? FSU. We're not playing Georgia. We're not playing Oklahoma. We're not playing Auburn. We're not playing anybody but FSU. And I don't care what TC done said. This is what Bama's saying. We gonna roll. We coming in. Come on, Bama fans everywhere. We coming. I think you hear what the Piano Man been saying. FSU, you're first. You're first. You're going to be our first experiment. We're going to see what we working with. We ain't worried about what you working with. We're going to see what our Tide is working with. FSU, you first. All right, here we go. How far should this team go to let us fans know they're going in the right direction forward before us fans kick coaches out of Alabama? The team is talented. How far should this team go? First game gonna tell us a lot, Bama in 2025. First game gonna tell us a lot. I believe first game is gonna tell us some stuff. First game is gonna tell us some stuff that the last game didn't. I think some questions are going to be answered one game at the time. JB said it best, and shout out to Governor. JB sort of said it best. At first when he said it, I didn't quite get it, but now I understand it. By the time we play Tennessee, we're either going to be 4-0 or 3-1. That's going to tell us a lot right there of where we are. Are we going to win games of Bama in 2025? Are we going to win the games that we're not supposed to win and lose the games that we're supposed to lose? I mean, lose the games that we're supposed to win. Or are we going to put it all together, and by that time, because it'll be midterms by then, will we be 4-0? Thank you, Carla. And I'm believing that we're going to be 4-0. I'm telling you now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking that far ahead. It's just a prediction, Bama, in 2025 that I have that. Okay, if somebody got to catapult me through that, I believe we're going to beat Georgia again. Now, nobody's giving us a chance. Let me just go on and put this out there. Nobody's giving us a chance. Let me put it to you this way. Nobody's giving our Alabama a chance against Georgia, Oklahoma, LSU, and Auburn. And watch this. Watch this. And check this out now. They're also throwing in, for good measure, Tennessee and South Carolina. I just named you 7 teams that some folks are saying that we're going to lose to, and that we'll possibly, they're saying 8-4 with the 4, like I said, alternating between Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma, Auburn, sometimes Georgia, LSU, South Carolina, Tennessee. They're alternate games that people are saying that we're going to win and lose, but very few folks are saying 12-0, 11-1, 10-2. Basically 9-3, 8-4, and below. That's what they're saying. I'm here to refute the whole thing. I'm saying every week we're going to be 1-0. That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about where we'll be 3 weeks from now. I'm worried about how we, and when I use the word worry, I mean, my focus, my attention is where we'll be this time next Saturday. That's where August 29th. That's where we are. That's where I'm listening to. That's what I'm focused on. Week 1. Double A, you know what? Wait a minute. Hold. Yes. They don't really, all those people don't believe that. Honest to goodness, you know what the real deal is? They're afraid that Alabama is about to bam. Is to be right in the thick of things. Because now they know that all of what we've been talking about could possibly come to pass. That's why they're hoping Florida State really just beats us down. That's why they're hoping that Florida State, and even if we beat Florida State, they're hoping that it's not a blowout. Because if it's a blowout, that's why I'm wanting a blowout. I want a blowout. We should. We should Bama in 2025. Yeah, so you want to, bruh, you ain't been around. They even say, listen, some of the pundits are even saying Tennessee going to beat Alabama. You got to step outside of a lot of different realms, bro. But Oklahoma, yes. Simply because of what happened last year. They're favoring they're saying Auburn's going to beat them. Yes. It's their big dog. Trust me. wait a minute. Tomorrow, I was going to do it today. Look here, man. ESPN and Big Dog, you go look this up for yourself. Go look at what ESPN said about the SEC, and it'll prove my point. It will prove my point of what I'm saying. All the way up to the only team that they picked to even have double-digit wins is Georgia and Texas. And Georgia was by a slim margin. Guess who was third? Alabama at 9. Oh, we know that. But I just worry about one game and one game only. I've had this talk about this before, Big Dog. But the one thing I have to give ESPN credit for, they have not backed down on how they feel. But they said that really the SEC was going to struggle. But I told you all before. And there are, let me get my Bible. Look. Let me just use this one. Blah, blah, blah. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. There are 15 teams in the SEC. Over half of the SEC is breaking in new quarterbacks. Now, remember now, I've said this from the word go. New quarterbacks. As entertaining as I try to be, all 16 teams, I counted 15. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Some Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Texas A&M, and Vanderbilt. Is somebody missing? Well, anyway, over half of the SEC. What's up, Double L? Hold on for a minute. Over half of the SEC is starting new quarterbacks. And the last time that happened, that didn't fare well for everybody. Let me add Double L to the stage. What's up, Double L? Let me see. Hold up. Let me see.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
What's going on, Double L? Talk to me, bro. Roll
Good
Tide
morning,
too.
sir. How are we?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Everything's well, sir. Good morning, Chet.
Hey, man. It's Double L, everybody. The one, the only, the man himself. What's on your mind, bro?
Man, I want to talk about the depth of this team.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the classifications of all the guys. And I'm looking at that we can only start 24 guys, right? That's 11 on offense, 11 on defense, 2 kickers. Am I right?
You got it.
All right. But we have some backups that are almost out of eligibility. They're either third-year players or fourth and fifth-year players.
Okay.
I'm looking at, and these guys can play.
Yep.
They can play they could very well be starters at anybody else's college football team.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, I'm thinking, man, we have 2 to 5 guys that will be non-starters that will actually get chances in the NFL.
Okay.
I mean, that's saying a lot. And with that depth, That's going to allow us to survive this season. The 16-game season that we're about to have. I really feel like we're going. I mean, because of this depth. I mean, I really feel like the defensive line, we're going to rotate, man. We're going to keep them fresh. And you know we're gonna sub those DBs in. So, I mean, how are we going to go 8-4, 9-3? Who's coming up with that?
Haters.
The depth alone gonna make us 10-2.
You know what, Double L? And you bring up an interesting point. I want you to go back to the point you made, and I'm not gonna be on here too much longer because I've got some errands to run and everything. But I want to try this call thing out because we getting ready to up the ante on the call.
Man, when you put it in the chat and allowed us to come in and
this needs to be said like this. Double L, go back to that part that you said because I want to hear you right.
Yes,
we
sir.
have guys who are not starting.
Yes, indeed. I can name them, man. I've looked at, man. Let's start with Richard Young. Is not a starter, but he's NFL eligible, draft eligible.
Come on.
Washington. It's his 5th year. He has to go. He has to perform this year. Kelby Collins is a third-year player who's going to rotate a lot. He's going to get a lot of snaps. Jordan Renard, our backup, who could very well start anywhere in the country. The DBs, either Jones or Calhoun. One of them's not going to start.
Okay.
They're pro ready.
Come on.
We I can't wait for it, man. Jalen Hale, watch out for Jalen Hale. Jalen Hale is the type of guy, man. He's the type of guy that catch 30 balls for 600 yards, man.
But Double L, come on. I need you. Listen, you bringing the energy, dog. But I want people to listen to what you're saying.
Man, I'm passionate about this team, man.
Don't start. These are guys that don't start. That if they were basically anywhere else, they would be starting.
Yes, 3rd, 4th, and 5th-year players, man.
You see what I'm saying? Alabama is deep, and everybody's still everybody's still hollering about certain players, certain coaches. Because I said I wasn't gonna call their names. I'm gonna stick them. I'm gonna be a man of my word. Certain players and certain coaches, and think that's all you got. That's ludicrous. That's crazy.
Insane.
And you've got guys who don't start, who could be starting somewhere else, and we have them on the team. I'm gonna give you something else to think about, bro. I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about, Double L. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Okay, watch this. Let's go. Let's fast forward to the end of the season. All right. Here we go. You said some of these guys are draft eligible, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Now watch this, bro. What if, and this is just a hypothetical, what if they decide to come back and run it back one more time?
A few of them will.
Some of these same non-starters come back next year to Bama. Now, what you think the narrative gonna be, Double L?
Another one, back to back.
And that's all Piano Man saying.
I truly believe we have the coaching staff. We have the coaching staff and players to be the first 3-peat national champions. We have the roster right now.
Exactly. That's why I did that roster in the beginning of the show.
I loved it.
All I'm saying is this team don't give me 2020 vibes. It gives me vibes of something that I've never seen before. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. And when it's all said and done, I'll sit back and say, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to get on this camera and say, America, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But in the words of the great Charles Barkley, even though he's an Auburn alum, all that kind of stuff, I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
But I doubt it.
But I doubt
man, this thing about to get ugly. Grubb's gonna come out the gate scoring. I mean, he's interviewing for his next job. You know, I mean, really, and what better way to get that next job than scoring 45 a game? You know.
So I'm just saying, y'all, on both sides of the aisle here, on my YouTube side, on my TikTok side, all Piano Man is saying is this right here, Double L. Be Sharp. That's my brother, the one, the only, the legend. It's Be Sharp, everybody. Good morning, brother. Roll Tide. All I'm saying is all I want us to do is just take a 1-0 approach. All I'm saying is to all my other Tide fans, quit comparing eras. Don't be an era fan. Era, E-R-A. Don't be a fan of a particular era. Be the fan of a team. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this. Now, I'm probably going to get some backlash for this, but I don't care. Most of the Dallas Cowboy fans are in love with an era. They're not in love with the present Cowboys. Ain't no way you can be. They're horrible. That's what they like about the Cowboys, is because from times past. I love the Alabama Crimson Tide, not because of what happened from back in the 70s. I'm excited for what's happening now. I'm a Tide fan of this team. I'm a Tide fan of Kalen DeBoer. I'm a fan of Ryan Grubb and Ryan Williams and Jern Bernard and Jalen Hale and Mbakwe, Bray Hubbard, Deontay Lawson, all of them. I'm a Tide fan of Keon Keeley, Tim Keenan III, James Smith, L.T. Overton, Noah Carter. I'm a fan of them. I'm not a fan of them and then got the nerve to bring, I'm gonna say this is my show. I can say what I want to say. I'm not a fan of them, but got the nerve to bring up Nick Saban. I'm not a fan of this team and got the nerve to bring up Jalen Milroe or Dallas Turner or Will Anderson or Bryce Young. No. I'm a fan of this team. Good morning, Chapman family, and this team only. Now, when these guys graduate and move on, they will fall into the alumnus status with Marquise Mays and the rest of them and never to return. Man, this team, so Double L, this is my way of saying, brother, amen. This thing is ugly. I've already told you what I see. We get the ball first. Let Florida State load that box up if they want to. Good morning, Diane. Let Florida State load that box up if they want to. You're going to find out quick. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn. I'm just saying, Double L. I'm just saying TikTok. I'm just saying America. Watch out for Alabama. We ain't just blowing smoke. We the real deal. Go look at our depth chart. Man, please. Nobody left for the transfer portal. That ought to tell you something right there. And guys are still wanting to come. Guys are still committed. Hey, Double L, you even got folks shutting down the commit or shutting down other visits.
They see. Yes, sir. The kids are seeing it. They see this thing about to go. Bama about to go on a 3-4 year run.
What's up, Twister? I'm telling you, man. By the time, and I'm not just saying this cause she on here, but by the time Noah gets to be like a junior and a senior, them kids gonna be they gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling you, Bama's gonna be somewhere just chilling, and everybody up there hollering they can't win. The boy can't recruit the South and this, that, and the third. Man, I did a TikTok video. They'll tell you I did. I said, you know what? You doggone right. He can't recruit the South. He recruiting the United States of America.
It is.
So that's all I'm saying, man. Don't just reduce this team to an era. Celebrate what this team is doing now. Celebrate this team and what they're doing now. I got faith. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna let you go, Double L. I appreciate you calling in, bro. But let me tell you. Okay, I put it back up there for you, Jeff. Hold up. Here we go. Right here. All right. There you go, Jeff. Right there, sir. Hold up. Wait for it. There it is. Right there. But I appreciate you, Double L. But all I'm saying, please don't limit this team. Don't limit this team. Don't limit your team. Don't limit the team. Please don't. Like Double L said, go take a look at the depth chart. Take a look at it. You'll be amazed at who's there. You'll be amazed at who's there. Thank you, Double L.
Thank you, Piano Man. Y'all take care, chat.
All right. Roll Tide, brother.
Roll Tide, roll.
Hey, that's Double L, everybody. That's Double L. That's Larry Large. I put it in the chat there, Jeff. I put it in the chat. All you got to do is click on the link, and then there it is. That's what it is. Sharp, B Sharp does it all the time. KB does it. Great call from Larry Large. I'm gonna take maybe about 2 more short calls, and then Piano Man got to go run his errands and all that kind of stuff. But shout out to all 46 of y'all in the chat. Shout out to those over on TikTok. Thank everybody for coming and everything. We we're just trying something different today, and we're just trying to make it work. Thank you, KB, for the idea and everything. And so, be sharp. Let me tell you something, bro. You know you welcome to always call in. Cause all I'm gonna do is shout you out anyway. Cause this dude can do it all. Listen, TikTok. If you need your pressure washing done, call for B Sharp. Call for B Sharp. Look who's done come to the stage now. What's up, Jeff? Let me see. Wait a minute. There he is. I see and see you too. What's up, Jeff?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What's going on, Jeff? Talk to me.
This team that we got this year, it's a really good team. The only thing that people are not talking about right now is that we have undiscovered talent on our team.
Yeah.
We have players on our team that haven't shown what they can do yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the 19 team before the 20 team got the national championship. They didn't show anything what they had until 2020 season come around. Because everybody was talking about them, saying this, saying that, doing this. Same thing they're doing right now. And it's really irritating to hear, I'm an Alabama fan, but I'm a football fan first.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see it's not the 2020 team. No. Ty Simpson is much better than Mac Jones. I think because he can run. If you remember, Mac Jones couldn't really run. I mean, he got hurt, in the third quarter of the national championship game against Ohio State? He was limping. He played on, though. He played through. But he can't run. I mean, when he did run, it was short, choppy runs. It was got to get down, got to do what you got to do. Ty Simpson is hitting defenders.
Right.
I mean, he's giving it to the defense in practice right now.
Right.
And they're letting them know. And another thing about the defense, if the defense is not talking, saying nothing, back to Florida State, Florida State's in some trouble.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to give you a scenario. What if Ty Simpson breaks off a touchdown run in the first play of the FSU game? What if? Think about that. Do you know what the Alabama Nation would do? Do you know how crazy they would go to see Ty Simpson, who is supposed to not do anything for us, who is going to be a bust, who's going to be out by, and I've seen all this, out by the third game or the fourth game, And let me tell you, I was on that bandwagon. I was like, Ty Simpson. But I started looking at his practices. I started seeing what people are saying. I started thinking about what this season could really be like. And I thought about that. I thought, what if Ty Simpson does that?
Yeah. Man.
If he does,
Jeff,
they load that box.
Jeff, can I tell you something? You talking my language, bro, but here's the difference. I never thought about it the way you just put it, bro. I came across from a different perspective that if they loaded that box and he throws it to either Germ or Horton or Ryan, and they busted either for a first down or a touchdown, it's gonna be the shot heard around the world. But if Ty fool around and bust that thing for a touchdown run, they're gonna have to call out the National Guard because Bama Nation gonna lose its grit. I'm telling you
it's
now.
It's gonna lose everything. There's gonna be Bama fans everywhere going, I told you so. I told you so. Even though it's the first game, you know how ESPN is and NCAA, all that. You know how they are. They're like, well, that's just the first game. Alabama still has to play ULM, and Alabama still has to play Wisconsin, and Georgia, and Tennessee, and LSU, and all that. So it's that's going to be our test to see where we are. But
hold up a minute.
Like he was talking about with Tennessee.
Hold up a minute, Jeff. Hold up just a second.
That's going to be the game right there that really shows what's going to happen.
Check this out, Jeff. Hold up, Jeff.
We beat Tennessee the way I think we're going to beat Tennessee. Then it's gonna open college football up for everybody to.
Alabama's on OC last year. I do believe that. I don't believe that Sheridan was ready for the big lights. I don't think that he understood what an effort he had to take on when it comes to Alabama. I think Ryan Grubb does. I think he sees it. I think it's already laid out in his head, and he knows, well, I can't do this, or they're going to do that. I can't do this, or Gus is going to do that. So I'm going on the first game, just like you said, because it's 1-0 every week. We know that.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that every week. It's going to be no scoreboard. It's going to be no score on the scoreboard for the players, because we don't need them looking up there going, well, it's that right there. I mean, we're good. We just keep on going. Now I want them to beat the living crap out of FSU. I want them to make a statement.
We got to do it.
I want them to make a statement. Yeah, that's what I want. And that's all I got to say. We ready. Everybody knows this. We're coming. And if you don't understand, you will. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Jeff. Roll Tide, brother. I like that. Jeff, everybody, bringing the heat. Bringing the heat. Bringing the heat. Over here on TikTok, they going crazy too. Somebody just said he got legs and an arm that is rolling. I'm just telling you now. People listen. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I bleed. I got to get to what you said, brother. All of this will come to pass. It all gonna depend on the trenches. Oh, y'all, I got to stop. Because it's the great one. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what the business is. It's B Sharp. What's up, B Sharp?
What's going on, man?
Oh man, man. It's just tempting Thursday. Talk back to me Thursday. I want everybody talking. I got to get ready to get out of here because I got to go get a keyboard here in a minute. But man, what's up, B Sharp?
Oh, nothing much, man. I said, man, I seen everybody coming up here talking. I said, man, I want to talk too. Why not?
You all, wait a minute, all you got to do is just come on in. You ain't got to.
Oh no, man! I just wanted to show everybody some love, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. From Goof, Nick, Cam, and William, and Susan, Anitra, Victoria, man. Everybody, man. Just got to show everybody love, man. Shout out to KB, man, going crazy on them last night.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, bro, shout out to TikTok crowd over here. They own too, bro. They own. I got them over here.
Hey man, shout out to the TikTok crowd. Hey man, I need to go live one day on TikTok while I'm on live. If y'all have a TikTok, it's the same thing, man. Sharpshooter Sports Talk over there on TikTok too. So shout out to them good old folks.
Yeah, shout out to you, TikTok fan. Man, we love y'all. We love y'all. Roll Tide to you. Be sharp. Man, I'm ready for the season to start. I feel like getting out there playing myself.
Oh yeah, man. You know, we got that high school football coming up, man. Get to take my boys' pictures tomorrow. Can't wait to see them show out for their senior year. And man, and then right after that, man, college football right around the corner. Can't wait to see how that's gonna turn out. Of course, I heard shout out to Jeff too.
Yeah.
Talking about tie breaking one to the house and all that.
I never thought about it like that, B Sharp.
But man, I don't look at, you know what, man, I don't really look at it like that, man. Whatever happens in the first game is just the first game. It's just the next game. I don't get too excited about stuff like that because the competition is going to get harder and harder throughout the year, and I need to see. Yeah, you may show out one game, but you may play terrible in the rest. I need to see the consistency throughout the year. Is the defense gonna show up? Is the running game gonna show up? Pass game, blocking. Are we rushing the pass? Are we knowing our assignments? Is the play calling gonna be good? It's a whole bunch of other things. I don't just get excited. Like, I'm gonna get excited just to see that, but is he gonna consistently do these things? That's really all it comes down to.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, being a realist, you know, that's what it boils down to: consistency. I mean, being a realist. Only reason I'm saying it like that is because people putting us down. They talking about us real bad. We gonna be inept on offense. We gonna be inept on defense. And we all know, I've said it before. You've said it. Coach Sean said it. KB said it. All of us have said it. Who's watched the game from a critical standpoint, it's gonna be one in the trenches. It's just like what I believe said. It's gonna be one in the trenches. Will the O-line do what they got to do? Will the D-line be consistent in getting a pass rush, and will they be consistent in stopping the run? That's bottom line. And so you know, but you're right, be sharp. But will we be able to do it? Now, I believe we're going to both blow Florida State out. I just want to show Panama Jack. That's what I want to do.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm about to say, you know, man, we got to let the haters talk, man. The haters going to do what they do. I'm about to say, man, if you ain't had no haters, you ain't popping. So now I'm about to say they already know who the big dogs is. I'm about to say everybody knows. That's why they keep talking about us. We ain't talking about no Auburn. We ain't talking about no Tennessee. We ain't talking about no whoever. I'm about to say when you the best, you get talked about a lot. It comes with the territory.
Yeah. It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. Said, hey man, you got to do, you on your job or you doing your side hustle today?
Oh no, man. Main job. Good old VA. Shout out to all the veterans.
Shout out to veterans everywhere. All y'all, thank you for your service. But if you ever need some pressure washing done, y'all, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on TikTok, look at him. This your man right here. Have house, will travel. Man, he did some steps. He did his own steps. And I thought they just built them bad boys. He had them so clean. Man, you could have fried the egg out there on them bad boys if it was hot enough. So shout out to B Sharp on the show. Shout out to B Sharp on his job, on his side hustle with his family. This dude is the real deal. He knows his big brother over here, proud of him, love him, and I thank him for everything he does. So, hey, man, you going to be on live tonight, B Sharp?
I'm thinking about it because Kim said something about it. If I do anything, man, it just really it probably be something similar to what KB did last night. He was talking about some of everything, probably just college football, NFL, all that stuff, just football in general. Ain't necessarily got to be Alabama. So we pretty much talking about everything football. So, yeah, if I do one, of course, yeah, it'll probably be around like 6:30, more than likely. Okay. I'm not sure yet. It just really depends on what if everybody else want to come on, then I'll do one. Shoot, we can turn up and talk whatever.
Just show up. You just show up. You know, all you got to do is show up. Listen. It's crazy when you know. It's crazy when you know. I'll be doing test runs sometime, right? I'm just testing some things out. The next thing I know, it's about 30 in the chat. And then the next thing I know, I'm on for 2 hours just talking. So just show up, be sharp. Just show up.
You know, I said, man, I may just go ahead. I said, man, folks show up. I'll put it like this. Everybody in the chat always show up. We just got to make sure Ephraim got on his notification. Cause you know how Ephraim be. He don't like to have on them notifications when I go live, man.
A lot of other ones be sharp. So turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen. Turn them on.
I gotta call out Ephraim, man. Everything. Talking about, man, I didn't know you were going live and all that, man. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm seeing something in the chat here. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Something. Okay, I see you. We praying right now, Nick, in Jesus' name, that the Lord will be with your grandmother and heal her and touch her and comfort her and give her peace in her body. We claiming that for you, bring you peace, bring you calmness, and everything's going to be all right, Nick. In the name of the Lord Christ. Amen. We got you, Nick. We got you.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, man. I was just coming up here just hollering at people, man. Just saying what's up.
Now be sure, just show up tonight now and watch what happened. Watch what happened. I ain't got to tell you that. You be sharp. You know what the business is. All you got to do is show up.
That's what I said, man. I'm nothing without the people, man. They always show up and show out for me. So, man, got to give the people what they want, man.
Got to give the people what they want. So, anyway, y'all, man, that's Be Sharp. I appreciate you, Be Sharp. I got to get ready to get out of here because I got to go get this. Got to go load up a keyboard and everything. So I'm gonna be out of here in just a minute. But I appreciate you, Big Dog, for coming on. Shout your channel out right quick, Be Sharp.
Well, of course, man, the ones that's not subscribed to it or on TikTok, and I'm Brisk Shaw, but Shaw True Sports Talk. We talk everything. So, man, y'all come on over, man. We'll probably talk some of everything tonight, man. Yeah. I'm gonna see if Ted's available, see if Piano Man available. We all gonna come over here and just talk some mess, maybe some everything. Maybe talking about Ted's and them Auburn Tigers and they fake national championships that they all of a sudden want to claim. We got a few fake ones too, but we still got a whole lot of real ones.
When we got a whole lot of real ones, we do fake ones.
Yeah, I can promise you that.
I know this. The ones I saw was real.
I've seen a lot of real ones in my lifetime.
Real. The one I saw was real.
Ain't no discussion about
championship where I'm sitting. We got all real. Now some of them teams we played was fake. But anyway, that's a different subject for a different day. But anyway, Be Sharp, thank you, brother. As always, like I tell you, man, you just show up. You just show up. Just come on in the door. You, Coach Sean, KB, all y'all got to do, y'all got keys through the door. Just come on in, man. I'll welcome you time.
All right, man. I'll see y'all tonight.
All right, brother. Roll Tide. We'll see you
later.
Roll
Tide. And make sure y'all talk smack to Tez once we start talking about that. Do me that one.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget to bring them. Oh, no, you can't. Honeybees for those of us that's eligible for honeybees.
Man, bye, man.
I see you, man. That's Be Sharp, everybody. That's my brother. That's my brother. Man, I'm praying for Tez, man. I'm praying for everybody that love Auburn. We got you there. Thankful for everybody in the chat, man. Man, thankful for Double L who came on, Be Sharp who came on, Jeff who came on. Thankful for everybody in the chat over here on YouTube. Thankful for everybody in the chat over here on TikTok. Look at TikTok, family. This is what Piano Man's going to do. I'm going to come on live later on today on TikTok, and we're going to have a Wang Dang Doodle over here. We're going to make it happen. And for those of you that have TikTok that's on YouTube, meet me over there with Piano Man. over there on TikTok, and we gonna run it back. We gonna run it back and everything. We just gonna, make it happen today. Now I read something. Hold up. Now, did I see something about some rain somewhere? Nick said, I don't care. That all I know is if it's raining, we just gonna put that running game to work. We're gonna put that running game to work. No, Ephraim, I ain't running the lows. Because that's gonna turn into some work. Some real work. Because you gotta be wanting 2x4s and everything. I ain't studying all that. I do need to go to Lowe's and get me an electric smoker though. I really do. I need to go get me an electric smoker. But I got something to do. I got something. I'm getting ready to try something out and everything. That's right. I'm getting ready to call. Piano Man does more than just this. And Ebony, I'm about to do something. I got to get with the white to do it. But on one of my intro, either my intro or my out, and everything. Steven, you must want your stomach to hurt. If you want talking about Taco Bell, you must want your stomach to hurt. Anyway, since I'm out, yeah, Tim, since I'm out, he wants me to go to Lowe's. No. Only way I go to Lowe's, the wife say, what I gotta do now. On one of my intros, either one of the intros or the out, I've constructed this jazz piece that I did, and I might do that for, and it'd be me on the keyboard, it'd be me on the piano, whatever you want me to, whatever you want to call it, and I might do that one day. I got to figure out how to do that, get it to Dwight, he mix it and match it and edit and this, that, and the third, and then we'll go from there and everything. But Ebony, that would be your request field right there. Me playing the piano, that will be me doing either the intro or the out and all that good stuff at the piano. I have somebody else on the drums. I might have my oldest son playing the organ and all that kind of stuff. Just have a whole band, okay? So if y'all like that, let me know. But it's gonna be real soon. Ephraim, I ain't going to no Lowe's for you unless I'm going to get my electric smoker. I got something I'm trying to try. Got something. I told y'all I'm gonna be tailgating. Okay, what's the day? Dwight, guess what? TikTok, guess what? It is August the 21st. Y'all know what's gonna happen at 5:00 p.m. today. No one has called Piano Man and wanted him to appear at any wedding, engagement announcement. No one has asked me to appear at anything. So you've got from now, it is 9:41 a.m. If you plan on getting married, what's up, Moon Rocker? If you planning on getting married today and you want Piano Man to come and perform, sing, play at your wedding, or witness it, you got from now until 5:00. Because at 5:01 p.m., the Black Book, the hymn book, everything is going into a vault, and it's going to be put in there and locked until, and there's a timer on it, and it will not unlock until February the 9th of 2026. Okay? I've warned you. I've given you ample opportunity to get married, to announce your engagement, and all that kind of stuff. And nobody has done that. I will not be doing it during any bye week. I won't be doing it then. No, sir. No, ma'am. So don't ask, because it is still football season. So you got from now until 5 o'clock p.m. my time. Okay. Good morning, Van. No air from I'm not going to get you any energy light bulbs, no paint rollers, all that kind of stuff. No, I'm going to be out, but I'm not going to get you any of that stuff. No, sir. Okay. All right, everybody. Piano Man got to go. I've been at this for an hour, 40 minutes. Thank you, TikTok, for coming. Man, roll tide to you. We'll be back on later on after a while. All that kind of stuff. I got to go get this keyboard, getting ready for an event and all that kind of stuff. This dude still garage chain or what you got going there? Who I look like, Mr. Fix It? No, sir. I told you the only thing I was going to Lowe's for, either that or Home Depot. I'm on my way to get me an electric smoker. Yes, Lord. I told you all, starting tomorrow, tailgate time. I got to have a whole week of tailgating. Whole week. I got to get into the groove of tailgating. What's up, JJ? I'm getting married at the 50-yard line in Bryant-Denny Stadium. Okay. When? Okay. Oh, but okay. Well, Piano Man can't help you on that one because today is the last day. You got a few hours left before everything gets put up for the next few months. Don't ask me. I don't even do it in the off season. I'm not doing it. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not doing it. Only way I come to yours, Jason, is I'll be at the game, but I ain't performing it. I won't have a book. I'm not singing. I'm gonna have laryngitis from hollering for the Tide. I come witness, but I'm gonna witness from my seat because I'm gonna be calling in for something to eat. So wouldn't do it the third Saturday. That would be a solid. You got that right. Yeah. Anybody from Tennessee getting married on the third Saturday in October and everything, I wouldn't do that. Because you're going to get your feelings hurt. That's going to be a bad day for you. But we taking it one game at a time. So if you going to get married on August the 30th, if you from Florida State, I suggest that you do it on August the 29th. Because August the 30th is going to be a bad day for you. Because if you thinking that the Alabama Crimson Tide going to come down there and cater to your wedding, you got another thought coming. We're going to bust that bad boy up. That's what we got. That's what we're going to do. So anyway, everybody, thank you for coming. Stephen and all 40-some of y'all in the chat. Everybody over here on TikTok, thank you for coming. And as I always say, listen, in the words of my pastor, Bishop Kenneth Preston, always stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. I mean, all things. So don't limit yourself. Go for it. Just go for it and do your thing. All right. And thankful for everybody that was on the chat. Thankful for Double L, B Sharp, and Jeff for calling in today. Just remember, that's what that call in is for. Just guinea pigging. So that's the way we're going to be doing throughout the time. And so I got to get Bama Nick on here. I'm just going to tell you now, when Bama Nick gets on, y'all just be ready. That's all I'm going to say about Bama Nick. And so just be ready to start calling in. We're going to do this more often. And matter of fact, we're going to do it from here on out. If that's all right. So I want you to get more accomplished, get more acclimated to that. You do not have to appear on camera. You can just talk like the way Double L did and make it happen. Or if you want to do like B Sharp did, you can do it that way. Or if you want to do like Jeff did, you can do it that way. It doesn't matter. Just talk your talk and come on with it. All right. I'm thankful for everybody. Listen. Oh, and Latoya, one more time, was the winner of our college football 2026. We're going to be doing the next thing, which is going to be in the next few weeks. And then, now there's been some talk. I ain't going to call nobody's name, but there's been some talk about doing an 85-inch TV giveaway, right? TikTok, check this out now. You're in on this as well. You just got to come over and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can still be involved. but I'm thinking about it. I got to get with the 401k crew to see about how we're going to do this. But I had one of the crew members to tell me that if I was going to do the 85-inch giveaway, she said she was going to resign her post on the 401k crew and throw her name into the transfer portal so she could win the 85-inch TV. That people what they do for just TV, 85-inch giveaway. It probably will be real, big dog. Ephraim said it as a joke, but underneath all of that, Ephraim was serious. Ephraim still talking about gonna give you some gas money to go to Lowe's. No. Anyway, but just be on the lookout for other giveaways and other contests and everything. Like I said, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. So just do your thing, all right? JJ said he need an 85 for his game room. Susan, what you say you need the 85 for? Because that's the crew member, y'all, Susan, who said she was gonna just resign from a 401k crew, and so she could be eligible for the man. I feel like we watching WWE where somebody turning in the briefcase to fight in the Royal Rumble or the whatever that is they be doing, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Listen, y'all know how Piano Man do it. I may not see you personally, today or tomorrow, but I'm going to see you in the long run. Everybody. I'm no expert, but Piano Man know what he's talking about. All right. What's up, Zach? Yeah, Money in the Bank. That's what it is. Money in the Bank. Y'all, I'm acting like y'all WWE or something. What's up, Zach? Oh, before I finish my outro, right quick. All these guys that I frequent, please frequent their show. Zach, Z&T Picture Show. B Sharp, Sharpshooters. KB, Kangaroo Black. Just My Humble Opinion with Coach Sean. On the Block Sports with Coach Carl. Clint Lamb. Marvin Constant. All those guys at Bama Standard. Stephen M. Smith. Tez, SC Season. Even though he's Auburn, the Lord forgives sin, but come on with it. Hall of Fame Jason, even though he's Oklahoma, the Lord is still loving and kind. He forgives and all that kind of stuff. And countless other Bam Dam Sports, Herb and Raj, all of those guys. Support them. Support them way outside. Support these podcasters. Others that I didn't name. Later on today, I get to it and write them all down. There are a lot of people I support. The Final Whistle, great content. And don't forget the Tide 100.9. That's where I get the majority of my info from. And thankful, and then from other places, which I refuse to name, but because I don't want to betray trust and everything. But just know this, Piano Man appreciates your work and everything. So with that being said, I want everybody to have a great day. Remember to keep God first. Remember you can do all things, all that kind of stuff. Now, forget them trees. Forget them hedges. Forget everybody. Y'all, just forget Panama. Jack said that. You coming, we coming to y'all, Panama. We're coming to Tallahassee. You just make sure y'all try to protect the fort. But if I were you, I'd run. But anyway, good to see you, Panama. Have a great day, bro. But anyway, forget them trees, forget them hedges. And everybody else that Bama plays, remember, we're Bama. We're the standard. Always have been, always will be. So with that being said, Buster, 3-Stroke Charlie, and Buster, 3-Stroke Charlie, and Billy, y'all know what y'all need to do. And for everybody else, the Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. And then don't forget, we're going to hang out. We're going to make B Sharp come on tonight. All right? All right, everybody. Have a great day, TikTok. I'll see you soon. Roll Tide to you. And have a great day, everybody. Piano Man is out.